Hey everyone, so this is my first video. I was kind of inspired by Terry Terry Cat's videos. I think he's just really honest and open, and I try to be that way myself. So I am actually 19 days into my journey. This is day 19. Um, so it's pretty easy to follow if you're in the group Look Good by Christmas, because Chris so kindly updates the day every day, so I don't even have to worry about thinking about that. Um, I would say physically, I feel fine. Wouldn't say I feel euphoric. I think I kind of had that feeling maybe day 4, day 5, and then it kind of went away. But I don't think that's so much a physical thing as it is mentally. Food for me has been a mental warfare for the better part of my life. Even though at times I've been in great shape, 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I worked at a Whole Foods store, not at Whole Foods, but a store that's Whole Foods, a co-op here in town, and kind of had access to get free organic food for half my diet. So that really led to me truly making a lifestyle change. So my weight was where it should be. Mentally, I felt great. But I think, and I haven't watched the second movie yet, but from everything I've seen, it's going to be about community. And I think that's a key, because one of the things that helped me succeed while I was working at that co-op was the fact that I was surrounded by people that lived the same way. Um, so for me, that was really helpful. Sorry, the laptop is in the window because that's the best place to kind of see. I was going to make a juice today. Um, so if you see a little wobbling, it's because the wind's caught it, or sometimes I have to kind of make sure the screen doesn't go black. So I have to stick my hand out and make it go a little bit there. I don't think my video will be quite as entertaining as Terry's, but it's more about me getting to talk about how it's going, the way I'm feeling. I try to keep a diary, but sometimes it feels like more of a chore, and I think a video for me is going to be easier. So, anyways, like I said, day 19, feeling pretty good. Feel like I'm definitely going to make it the 60 days. The biggest thing, my challenge is just feeling kind of bored and restless, which is just an addiction thing. Knowing that from having, quit drinking alcohol, quit smoking cigarettes, quit drinking caffeine. There's just so much that I've quit in the past 4 to 7 years. So I'm kind of familiar with that feeling. I guess what's different about this time for me is that food is kind of my last true addiction. Not to say there isn't always things you're going to have to work on in your life and your lifestyle and your health, but overeating, comfort eating, things of that nature is kind of my last thing that I have to get over. So whereas before when I quit smoking, um, I could turn to eating, or when I quit drinking, I could turn to smoking. I don't have that next unhealthy habit to kind of turn to, so this is kind of my final crutch. So I'm truly facing whatever inner demon is in there that's caused me to do probably all these things. Um, and I have worked through a lot of those issues, obviously, when I quit drinking and through the years. So, Terry, hopefully you're watching. Just keep it up, man. It gets better for sure. Um, Still not easy at times, I'm not going to lie, but if I had to take my life now or my life 7 years ago when I drank myself to sleep every night, I would definitely take it now. It's far better, and at least I have the clarity to face the struggles, and I don't have to wake up and wonder what the hell I did, or just that feeling of wasting my life. So, anyways, it's a little bit about me. I know I've said a lot of those things on the forums already, but since I was doing a video, I kind of wanted to bring everyone up to speed of where I was at, because maybe some people this video will be the only thing they see of me. So, 3 years ago, I had a head injury. It caused some hormonal issues, loss of testosterone, low testosterone levels, which causes issues apparently. You know, causes apathy, causes lethargicness, even can cause you to crave carbohydrate high foods, which I probably would have been better off if the doctor didn't tell me that, because I allowed that to be an excuse for me. And don't get me wrong, yes, it's harder now that with the low testosterone, it definitely is harder, and it's harder to lose weight, and it's harder to have motivation, you ache a little bit more, but I did allow it to become an excuse, so this is why I'm doing the reboot, just to kind of kick myself in the butt, and get back on the path I want to be on that I've been, to the best place I've ever been in my life. So that's my hope. You can kind of see, I wish I would have taken a video on day one, because I've already lost 17 pounds, but I definitely have some to lose. People never think I weigh as much as I do, but I guess I can't see what other people see, because to me I see that I'm very large. So right now I weigh 222. I would love to get down to 160. I know that's not going to happen with the reboot. That's just kind of my end goal after I get done with this and move on to kind of eating vegan again, as I've done before in my life, or eating clean, as you call it. So my goal is to lose anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds during the reboot. It's looking more like a realistic goal is going to be 40 to 45, and I'll take that. I definitely had a plateau the second week, so anyone that's kind of facing that issue, just hang in there. I know it was super frustrating for me, and I wanted to quit pretty bad, but I'm here to tell you, this week's a new week. I've been losing a pound to 0.75 pounds every day, so it definitely ended, and I'm sure I'll face another one, but I guess the point is that just because you're not losing for a week doesn't mean you're not going to lose for the rest of the time, so just stick with it. Oop, my blind's coming in there. So, alright, I'm going to make a green juice today. I make mine just kind of my own. I definitely don't put as much kale as some of the recommendations are. I've just kind of found what works for me and been kind of increasing the kale over time. So, anyways, I'll start doing that. I do 3 green apples, but they're rather tiny, as you can see. So it's not as much apple as some people would think. And if you think it's kind of peculiar that I'm like slicing this up here, my sink is directly below where I've put the camera, so it may seem like some sort of magic. I'm just kind of dropping below the camera here. I cut the seeds out because I was told whenever I used to juice at the co-op that there's a small level of arsenic or chemical, or not chemical, but I guess just what's in the seeds you don't want to juice, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. I've looked it up online that kind of confirmed that. I don't know how big of a deal it is, but hey, I just figured I might as well cut them out. I'd probably do good to invest in a core. So I know this first video is probably a little longer than the other ones will be, so I apologize. I just wanted to say a lot of things that I've probably said all along, but since I'm doing a video, I kind of wanted to bring everyone up to date. So usually I'll try to stay in that 10-minute range. It's looking like this one might go closer to 15, so I apologize, and I guess you can click right off if I'm bothering you too bad. That probably sounded rude. I didn't mean it rude. I was just feeling anxious that I'm going over. Hopefully everyone that I've been talking to on there is getting a little bit of a kick out of watching my video, maybe. It's a lot different seeing someone live on a video than just seeing their words on a screen. You've seen my picture, which my picture is from 6 years ago. So, probably look a little bit different. My hair's got a little bit more gray in it. solid brown. I think that when about the time the hormonal thing happened, that happened. So I'm guessing it probably had something to do with it. But try not to worry about things like that too much since I can't control it. Okay. Doing a cucumber. Got a gigantic cucumber, so I'm just doing half. I don't peel the skin or anything. I don't guess anyone else does either. I do half a bunch of greens. So like I said, I know I don't do near as much as other people do. Today I'm doing collards. I kind of just vary my greens throughout the week. Honestly, I try to pick what's the cheapest price, but a lot of them are the same prices. I just kind of switch it up. So far I've done kale, black kale that is, which whenever I have that, I guess someday in a video I'll show it. Collards, and I've done rhubarb. So, not rhubarb, I don't know why I said rhubarb. Red chard is what I meant to say. I've never juiced rhubarb. I don't know that I've ever had rhubarb. I know what it is. And also I wanted to say to Terry, as far as the produce goes, don't feel bad. Many people don't know the different produce. If I was a produce manager for 7 years, if it wasn't for that, I would definitely be in the same boat as you, and would not know what many of these are. I was growing up in a house that, you know, their idea of produce was a little bit of lettuce and tomato on the hamburger, maybe, if you're lucky. But that's about it. I mean, my mom wouldn't know what an avocado is if we showed it to her. So, don't feel bad. And you'll learn as you go. You're doing great. I've been doing about an eighth of a small cabbage. Thanks to Sue's Blues for recommending the cabbage. I've really enjoyed it. So I have an Omega juicer, so the chute's rather small. I guess that would be one of my only complaints about it. As far as the juice quality, I think it's great. Looks like Terry has a vertical juicer, but he mentioned it being a Breville. I haven't really looked into those. I know I've looked into the, I would like to get the Omega Vert when I get some more money to do that, because I know it's better for juicing certain things, and it does kind of suck it down better than the Omega 8006 here. I think the good thing about the 8006 is the greens. It does better. Just the way it's made, it kind of just twists and get every little bit of that greens, and so I've enjoyed it. I think it was a great investment. I do one thing of celery because I almost can't stand celery, but I understand the benefits of putting it in my juice, so I put one just to get some every day, and I do a green juice twice a day, so I get 2 stalks of celery a day. Something, right? And then I do half a lemon. And then I think I'm ready to start juicing. Hopefully this video hasn't been too terribly long for everybody. I appreciate you watching. I can be a talker. You know, when I quit drinking and everything, I lost a lot of friends, or voluntarily lost a lot of friends, so still in the process of building up a network of people in my life, so I really appreciate all you guys being here. Even if it's remotely, it's still a support network. So, alright. A little celery in there. I did take the stems out when I first started doing greens, and I still do if they're really big. Um, but I tend not to now. I've kind of gotten used to the taste, and I'm lazy. I don't want to. As Terry would say, I'm tired of dicking around with it. Especially when you get to making these 4 times a day, every day. You tend to try to find the path of least resistance. I think I'm going to leave that out since it's just a stem. I think I can do without it. Okay, so that's that. I strained my juice because I really can't handle that grainy pulp with some of the greens and stuff. Depending on the day and how I feel, I strain it more than once. Today I'll just strain it once though. There is a screen that comes with this, but I found the screen that comes with it can get clogged up real easy if you're doing it while it's operating. So I just kind of bought a cheap screen at Walmart. There's my juice, right at 16 ounces. I like it. The green juice is actually becoming my favorite juice, and I know it's probably loaded with the most nutrients, so that makes it even better. Now I don't really use a glass either, so I'm probably gonna get scolded as well. Maybe it's a man thing. I don't know. I just take it just right out of here. So, anyways, thanks for watching. My next ones will not be as long, I promise. So, have a good day, everybody. It's a lovely day here in Arkansas, about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So, see you later.